Today, you will going to learn how to become a freelance copywriter and how to get your first copywriting client as a freelancing copywriter. So, without further ado, let's go to the presentation. How to become a freelance copywriter and how to get your first client. So, now you are ready to be a copywriter. I have the good news for you. The good news is every business needs sales copy. If it is online or offline, it doesn't matter. The business needs more customers, more sales, more leads. So, in order to get those, every business is having a demand for copy. Also, if you look around, you will see that copy is everywhere. Every Facebook post that you see, every blog, every Google ad, every email that you get from marketers, every product listing, infomercial, all those things are applications of copywriting. Now, here's another best thing, you only need a laptop and an internet connection. See, you don't need any fancy software. You only need a laptop, internet connection, and a Google Doc. That's it. Also, you don't need a formal degree to get started as a copywriter. No formal qualification is needed. The only thing that you need is understanding human psychology and how persuasion works. That's it. At the same time, you don't need to have expensive, fancy software. You don't have to have in image processing skills, video editing skills, nothing. Only thing that you need is a laptop, internet connection, and a word processing online document. Now, here's a myth. Now see if you have this myth. Some copywriters think that I need to be good at writing in order to become a copywriter. That is a myth. Let me tell you that is a big myth. Why? Because copywriting is about persuasion. It is not about writing. Because understanding what makes people buy is the key. Also, understanding the pain points that your customer is going through, that is the key to successful copywriting. Also, here's another myth. You don't have to be an author to become a copywriter because you don't need to be an author. Most copywriters, if you have a look at most successful copy, those copy is written in conversational style, not the Shakespeare style, grammatically correct literature style language. Just casual conversational writing. Another thing is, copywriting is about communication and persuasion. See, you have to understand the problem that your reader is going through and present them the solution. That way, you will be able to communicate your message and persuade them to buy. That is so. As you can see, now you have the understanding that you don't need to be good at writing in order to become a highly paid copywriter. Got it? Let's move to the next slide. Now, as you can see, in order to become a copywriter, you should follow some steps. The first step is niche down. If you are getting started, be an expert in one industry or one domain. Don't try to say that I can write copy for every industry, because jack of all trade is a master of none. You have to understand that. Also, you need to read books and always keep learning, because there might be updates and there might be you will find some new tactics related to copywriting. I will have a upcoming video about the must read books about copywriting, so stay tuned for that as well. Another point is, you need to identify the client. If you have experience in that domain, the better. You need to be clear about the customer avatar. That means who is your ideal buyer, what are the pain points of that customer. Another thing is to get started as a copywriter is you need to connect with other people. Nowadays with internet this is very easy because you can have a network of people using online groups. So you don't need to be kind of go physically and network with them. Just build up an online community around your industry. That is a very good point if you are getting started as a copywriter. So if you are getting started as a copywriter, first make sure that you have some samples ready. So how do you get samples? First, look for small gigs and work for the clients. Remember, your first client may not be your best client. First you have to, if you are getting started, your intention is to get some testimonials. You can work for, let's say, $50 or $100 gig, and then if the customer is happy, don't be afraid to ask for a testimonial. Another thing is you have to choose a platform where your ideal clients hang out. With social media, this is very easy. It can be Facebook, it can be YouTube, it can be any other forum. It doesn't matter. You need to identify where your ideal clients hang out and be present there. Provide value in advance for their questions and build a small community around your talent. Now, here's another thing. Most copywriters, when they are getting started, they are afraid to ask, because if you don't ask, you don't get. The worst thing that you can get is a no. That means if you ask, let's say if you have a target client, if you ask them, then the worst thing that you get is a no. Always remember that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Right? If you ask, there's a 50% chance of getting that client. Right? So don't be afraid to ask. So I want you to implement these steps and get your few clients and have some samples ready, build your own portfolio, and then become a master copywriter. So if you have any questions, comment below and let me know. I'll be happy to answer them, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.
Click the subscribe button now. Also click the bell icon to enable notifications. That way, you'll be the first to know when I release a new video.